So, ang layunin po nito ay makapagpabigay ng kaalaman at kakayanan sa komunidad so they would be able to produce reliable seedlings, and so we can expand the production areas for vegetables and other high-value crops, which are, for example, we aim to address po sana yung self-sufficiency sa ating munggo. We are still import dependent on munggo and peanuts, Madam Chair, and portion of the budget that we're requesting would go towards community-based nurseries that would allow local communities to produce this particular seedlings po. Meron din hong nakalaan na protected cultivation system dahil sa pagbabago-bago po ng klima, napansin naman po natin na minsan mahal yung gulay, minsan mataas yung gulay. And so this reduction affects our ability to increase the targeted areas for vegetable highways that would now establish protected cultivation system. So ito ho yung mga rain shelters, net houses, and in some cases greenhouses that would be able to withstand Category 3 and Category 5 storms. So yung Category 3 po ay ilalaan po natin, Madam Chair, doon sa mga lugar na napapaligiran po sana yung ating production areas within Metro Manila or metro centers that would have difficulty in accessing vegetables, especially when the rainy season comes. So those are the important elements that we hope to be supported by the respectable committee. Ito ho yung mga nabawasan, and salamat po.
Noted po. Thank you, Yusek. Thank you for letting us know about that. Napansin ko din po on the slide containing cross-cutting programs and agencies, ang laki po ng reduction in all things related to solar, to irrigation. So, totally po na-wipe out yung solar-powered irrigation project, which has an allocation of 1.6 billion. Na half din po, nabawasan ng 500 million yung development of upland irrigation systems and mga sweep. And nawala din po yung fuel assistance to farmers, totally, 100%, a reduction of 75 million. So, yun lang po siguro, pati yung competitiveness enhancement measure fund, nawala siya by the whole 98% was wiped out. And the agricultural, yung ASEF po, na-reduce mo by 87%. I'm just basing this off the presentation of DA in terms of the reductions.
Madam Chair, yung sa ASEF kasi wala nang pera dun eh. Wala nang pera eh.
So if you-phase out na lang talaga natin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yung sa irrigation naman ng solar, meron ko kaming ODA na na-approve na ng NEDA and everything, so that will technically augment yung mga kailangan sa solar irrigation. Hindi naman gagaling sa NEP technically. Okay. Ano pa ba?
Yung iba po, yung fuel assistance to farmers.
Yung sa fuel assistance to farmers din, kasi usually they use the fuel for the pumps, and ang ginagawa namin yung solar powered na eh. Na pump ang programa binibigay with kung kailangan may battery, so parang we're trying to move away from the fuel.
So ibig sabihin po nun, Sec, essentially hindi mawawala to. Nag-shift lang yung funding. Hindi na kailangan ipondohan dahil may ODA na for the irrigation projects.
Yes.
Hindi na muna maglalagay sa fuel assistance kasi we're shifting them away from fuel to solar powered.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay po. And then yung ASAF phase out na po. And then lastly po, for DA, nakita ko po dito yung QRF. Is that yung 1 billion ng QRF na naka-allocate, ano po yung utilization ng QRF ng DA for fiscal year 2024?
Well, yung 2024, if I remember correctly, Madam Chair, is tinatamaan nga tayo ng bagyo. Dun basically ginagamit yan for seeds, fertilizers, and yung pang-recovery. It really depends. But it's really reserved for calamities lang talaga, Madam Chair.
Opo. Siguro, Sec, I'm keen to know the actual utilization rate of the QRF. Ang dami po kasing feedback from our colleagues here in the House na hindi namin ma-access yung QRF at all. Like kahit lumapit na kami sa mga RD namin, sa central office, hindi po kami nabibigyan ng QRF. Definitely, nawawala yung queue. Hindi talaga quick kung ma-release man po at all. So, ano po yung BUR ng QRF?
From what I understand, Madam Chair, we give it in kind. And of course, technically may delay dahil may procurement, well, of course, waiting for the funds. No? But we can give you all the information kung ano yung dating nabili at nabigay at saan nabigay at kanino nabigay.
Opo, mayroon po bang overall budget utilization rate for QRF?
Yusek Nora, please.
Madam Chair, we have a report on the utilization of the Quick Response Fund. Yung Quick Response Fund po, 1 billion lang yon every year, but this is subject to replenishment. So kung kukulangin siya, humihingi po tayo ng replenishment sa Department of
Understood,
Budget
ma'am.
and
Yes po.
Finance.
So what's the BUR
So the
for...
BUR for Quick Response Fund.
Kasi po, I know for a fact, hindi po kayo humingi ng replenishment from DBM. Kasi sinilip na po namin yan eh.
As of December 31, 2024, Madam Chair, the utilization rate for the Quick Response Fund is 54.57%. Yan po yung obligation rate. And then the disbursement rate is 41.2%.
51% lang po, tama? Yung
54,
utilization.
yeah.
54.
54.
Siguro, Sec, if I may request the Department of Agriculture to please revisit your policies with regard to the release of the quick response funds. Nakita po natin ang daming bagyo na dumaan sa bansa natin noong 2024. Ang dami pong mga nasira na mga palayan, ang dami pong mga nawala na mga livestock, livelihoods. Kaya po medyo nagugulat lang ako bakit roughly 540 million lang yung na-release out of the 1 billion ng Quick Response Fund. So, ibig sabihin po baka hindi natin natutugunan talaga yung pangangailangan ng mga lugar, yung mga magsasaka, yung mga may livestock po na kailangan talaga ng Quick Response Fund na yon immediately after the calamity. So, medyo, napansin ko na po yan, may problema po talaga sa QRF and napatunayan po nun, yun ng 54% utilization lang ng QRF. Ang dami po kasi pinagdadaanan. Ang nangyayari po, hindi na talaga siya naging quick response fund. Actually, hindi nga lang po hinahabol namin yung quick, hindi na talaga na-release in most cases. May personal experience na din po kasi ako dyan sa QRF na yan. 1 billion pesos po yung nasirang mga pananim sa Nueva Ecija nung bagyong Carding, pero ni isa kusing po walang na-release dun sa QRF, dun po sa distrito namin. So, Sec, if we may please ask the assurance of the DA na silipin po yung guidelines ng Quick Response Fund para siguraduhin na makatulong po dun sa mga natatamaan ng kalamidad.
Madam Chair, I will personally look into this immediately and we'll make sure na magamit ito na maayos ng mabilis. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Sec. Just 2 more questions. Alam ko naghihintay na po yung mga
Madam Chair.
kasama ko.
I just want to be clarified. I'm sure the chair can have a more personal briefing if she wants. I understand this is a time
These
for...
questions po are all pertaining to the utilization.
I understand, ma'am, but first I thought the first question should come from the minority leader.
I have, ma'am, my apologies po, but the chair has the floor po to also field questions to
I understand,
the
but
agencies.
don't you get the opportunity to have more personal briefing from the department before the that this is open to the members of the...
Yes, ma'am, but all of these po pertain to the overall budget utilization rates, which would highly influence the way that we would allocate the budget. So I just have two questions po.
Thank you.
These are non-parochial, and that's what I assure you
Well,
all.
not the questions of members are all parochial, so
Yes
we
po.
also
So-
want to ask
Yes po, but all
questions
of
that
these
affect the country.
all of these are very specific. For example, all the questions that I posed to DA were not included in their presentation, and all of these would highly influence the way that we would decide on the allocations. For NIA po, may I ask po, you mentioned in your presentation that the physical accomplishment for fiscal year 2024 is only at 80%. May I know what's going on there po, admin?
Well, matatapos po namin lahat yun, ma'am. Actually, kaya ho namin tapusin lahat ngayon. Since 2 years naman yung validation ng ang ating budget. So, sa aming huling briefing po ay kayang tapusin po lahat.
Ito po ba, out of the 80% ng fiscal year 2024, may 20% po kasing continuing appropriations. How much of that has been utilized as of this date?
Yung part po nung tatlong malalaking projects, yung Isaip, yung Tumawini and Balog-Balog. Ano?
Opo, ilan na po yung na-consume nyo out of the 20% continuing appropriations? Kasi 80% lang po yung na-consume ninyo nung fiscal year 2024. So, ano po nangyari doon sa 20%?
Pamilya. Ma'am, pwede kong i-defer to sa ating Ma'am Milka, ating finance.
Go ahead po, ma'am.
Madam Chair, yung po natitira pong continuing appropriation is tama po si admin, yun po yung natitira para sa malalaking projects.
Again, my question, ma'am. How much of that has been consumed?
Awarded pa lang po yung malaking project namin ngayon, September 3, yung Balog-Balog na amounting to 2 billion something. Yes. And Inisaip and the Tumawini po ay for bidding po. Procurement.
Kasi po ang laki po niyan, out of the obligated amount of 80, 56 pa lang po, 56 billion pa lang yung na-disburse ninyo. So ang laki po niyan, 24 billion po yung pinag-uusapan natin. Magagamit po ba yan bago mag-expire by the end of the year? Page, yung ano po, yung microphone po ni admin.
Madam Chair, actually kung mapapansin mo, yung budget allocated for those projects, kahit ay sama mo yung 2025, is roughly 15% of the amount of the project. So kapag in-award po namin yan at nag-collecta ng advance payment yung contractor, utilize po namin yung budget.
Kaya po ba i-implement? This is a 24 billion peso shortfall. Kaya nyo siya i-implement in the next 4 months?
Yes, ma'am. Kasi ang cost na ng isang project is 30 billion kaagad. Yung isang project naman, mag-collecta lang siya ng advance payment, 15%. That would around
Opo, but
4.5
the accomplishment po, admin, kaya nyo yan? 24 billion in 4 months?
Again, ma'am, ang
Opo, alam kong
contractor kasi,
hahatiin siya sa 3 projects. Naiintindihan ko po. Pero kaya nyo bang ma-utilize yung 24 billion in 4 months?
yes, ma'am, pag mag-collecta ng advance payment yung ating winning bidder, ay mauubos po yan.
Pero
Kasi,
advance payment lang po yun. Paano po yung physical accomplishment?
well, up to December naman po yan, ma'am. Actually, kapag nag-collecta nga ng mobilization yung winning bidder dyan, halos ubos yung amount eh. Actually, kung magkukolekta siya ulit ng 20%, wala nang ang pambayad ang NIA doon. No? So, kailangan na namin mag-augment.
We need to make sure lang, admin ha, 24 billion pa po yung unutilized nyo from 2024.
Yes, ma'am. The 3 projects would cost around yung Balog-Balog is 14 billion. Yung Tumawini is 13 billion. Yung Inisaip is 30 billion. So, if you total those 3 projects times 15%, sakto lang po yung doon sa available na pondo.
Please make sure po, admin, baka mag-expire lang po yung pondo. Similarly po for 2025, you're only at 35%? 45% disbursement as of August.
Yes, ma'am. We have to note also na yung ating GAAW, yung ating Government Appropriations Act allotment order, na-release lang sa amin noong February 25. At yung aming ibang pondo ay na-release lamang ng March 2025. In fact,